Lagos International Trade Fair 2025. This press conference promises to be sharp and straight to the point. We'll take the national anthem, then I will do a bit of the introduction of our leaders that will be addressing us this afternoon. After that, we'll have the welcome address by one of our persons in-house. Then we have the Vice President and Chairman of Trade Promotion Board also make his comment. And we follow the program that way. It promises to be very sharp and straight to the point. On that note, I'd like to urge us that we please be upstanding as gentlemen of the press to take national anthem. Please, let's be upstanding.
Tried and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. My chest is all and proud to serve, O sovereign motherland.
Thank you so much. Please do have your seat. Mr. C.Y. Nwokosha, please come up stage to do the introduction appropriately. Then we'll have our leaders address us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and gentlemen of the press. We welcome you today to this wonderful event. This is Eko-Chocolate show. This event is organized by ICD, International Cocoa Diplomacy. International Cocoa Diplomacy is founded by one of our reputable royal fathers. He's a man that over the years has sought to engrave and sustain the heritage, the cultural heritage and agricultural heritage of his hometown, his land, his ancestors and his fathers. And that is why basically cocoa is a passion for him. And he has taken cocoa around the world. International Cocoa Diplomacy have been organizing fairs basically on cocoa around the world in the UK. And he's institutionalizing it right here in Nigeria, not just anywhere else. And he's hoping to take it out there to the world. Permit me, on behalf of His Royal Majesty, to welcome everybody. The ICD is taking the Eko-Chocolate Fair, the Eko-Chocolate Show, to another dimension. And that is why we are partnering with the Lagos International Trade Fair, the biggest fair in sub-Saharan Africa. It takes the big to move with the big. And that is why today, Eko-Chocolate Show is anchoring on the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair. And we're hoping that your cooperation and partnership as gentlemen of the press will be able to move this show, the shows of Lagos, Nigeria, and we give it to the world. It's cocoa, it's chocolate, and it's our heritage. Welcome and thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I was expecting Mr. CY to do a full introduction front row. Please, I need you to do that. You know the ICD people so well and all of that. Please, let's do that.
Thank you very much. Yes, like I said, the man, the founder and the visionary of the Eko-Chocolate Show, he is His Royal Majesty, Oba Dokun Thompson, UAJ 4th, the Oloni of Etioni, Osun State. Please, a round of applause for him. I hope I got it right, Your Majesty. Then, by the side, not just behind anymore, beside a successful man, a visionary leader, is also a passionate woman, a passionate queen that's pushing and giving the passion a great leap. No other person than Her Royal Majesty, Her Royal Highness Olori Angelique Monette Gureje Thompson. Thank you very much and welcome, ma. Yes, and the man is the the 2025 Lagos International Fair, the man who had brought lots of grades of international fleet, international flair, the symbol of what greatness, how international trade fair should look like, is no other person than the chairman, Trade Promotion Board, and the vice president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Prince Abimbola Olashore, HCA. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, and under the purview which the trade fair is organized, that's the trade fair, trade promotion board, trade promotion department, is none other than the director of trade promotion, Mr. Shola. Thank you very much, sir. I think I can anchor now.
Yes. Thank you so much, having done what I needed you to do. Just to mention that just about 20-30 minutes ago, we were on TV where the chair of the trade promotion and the vice president here at Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industries talk extensively about this press conference that is coming up as powered by Eko-Chocolate Group. Mr. Chairman, thank you so much. I know you still have more to say, particularly to the gentleman. It's on this note that I'd like to call on the Prince from the source, Prince Bimbola Olashore, Vice President and Chairman of Trade Promotion Board, for his comment on this occasion. Omoba.
Okay, thank you very much. Again, you're all most welcome. Let me again welcome Kabiyesi Anulori to the Lagos Chamber of Commerce. As far as we're concerned, the trade fair itself is meant to be a platform to showcase all the possibilities that you have in the environment. Most times when we talk about trade fair, most people see it as a place for buying and selling. But we've taken the Lagos International Trade Fair beyond that. It's also meant to be a place of partnership, a place of showcasing the possibilities. And so for this year, we made up our mind that it's about time that we expand what the trade fair is all about. How do we also bring in quality partners to the trade fair? i.e., how do we also, on the sideline of the main trade fair itself, also have partners who will also come and position what they're doing? So it is in that wise that we are very proud and quite pleased that we have the International Cocoa Diplomacy who took that decision to partner with us. For two main reasons. One, for us, the Lagos International Trade Fair is also an opportunity to showcase the best of Nigeria. If there is a lot that we are doing in Nigeria, we should use the LITF as a platform to let people know what is going on. And also, I think also on the part of the International Cocoa Diplomacy, they also felt that it's probably very useful to partner with us so that people also can have an insight as to what they are also doing. I've had the privilege of visiting Etioni, and I think every year he hosts conferences there talking about cocoa. And I think when I went there, I was shocked the quality of audience that it was attracting there. So it was really a no-brainer when we approached that, let us partner. I said, yes, if you can do what you're doing in Osun State, why don't you come and do it at the biggest venue that will bring in both domestic and international exhibitors? So it's on that note that I'm quite pleased that we're able to pull this together. We know this cannot be a one-off. This is meant to be the beginning of so many things. I'll leave Kabiyesi to talk about cocoa, but it is quite instructive that we have to change the narration of Nigeria just being a place where you export only what? Primary products. They all talk about value added. It's something people are talking about. But if we don't create the environment, how will we get there? If we don't showcase our own, if we don't talk about what we are doing. But I'll leave Kabiyesi to probably expatiate on that. It just suffice to say, as far as we're concerned at LITF, we're quite proud and pleased that you've chosen our platform to showcase what you do. I know outside LITF, you could have done this anywhere. I know I've been to one or two of your programs, but I think it's a privilege that you are joining us to do this. For this year in particular, we want to increase massively the footprint of visitors to the fair. If you go to Tafawa Balewa Square now, it's already taking a new look, i.e., we're already preparing to host the world at TBS. So for us, we're quite proud. And I think what people will see when they come is just to see the variety of what LITF is all about. And I also hope other organizations will take a cue from what the international cocoa diplomacy is doing in hosting the Eko-Chocolate show there, for them to also use the place to come and showcase what they are doing. So it's on that note that I invite or I thank everybody for being here, and also welcome you to this particular press conference. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Please let's put up for number. Thank you, sir. We just before we have Our Royal Majesty or Our Royal Highness Queen Thompson talk to us about what it is about Eko-Chocolate show, which is the main game why we are here today. We'd like the representative of the Director General of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry today, represented by the Director at the Trade Promotion Department, Mr. Shola Oluwadare, speak to us briefly on what it is, why the fair this year, and why, and all that it takes for Nigerians and visitors to come to the fair. Mr. Shola Oluwadare.
Thank you very much, the MC, His Royal Majesty, Oba Thompson. We are glad to have you here this morning. I would also like to appreciate our chairman, who has created a path for us to follow. When he said it at the beginning of the year, that he said it several times. This is my vision. Do you understand it? This is where we're going. We want to go beyond just the trade fair. We want some specialized fairs to run on their own. It was a statement of vision. And it was an opportunity to run with that vision with him. We are getting there. I have to appreciate him for that path that he created, that all of us are following. And one thing is that, like he said, we are not just doing the trade fair, it's festival where we are doing. If you look at what the package of the chocolate show is, a festival that goes beyond the specialized exhibition that we're going to have at the Marquee. Because after the 2 days, we still have events holding in other venues. As many people that can make it there. Kabisi is going to say much of that in his speech. I'm sure of that. So what we're telling the world is that we are making the fair to accommodate all classes of people, all classes, professionals. So the uniqueness of the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair is this specialized fair. It's a new product, a new baby of the fair that we're going to continue to nurture. So this is just the little I have to say. He has the vision, he has the project, he has the enterprise. And when we listen to him, I'm very sure that we make clarifications on the details of all this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shola, for that. It's on that note that I like to respectively and with every sense of honor. I don't want to make this comment so that Kabesi will not have me discipline. But I must confess that Kabesi, your honor, is one of the best women in the world. And in this room, the best woman. Very beautiful, elegantly dressed, and powerfully for you, sir. Kabesi, I like to have Olori Monet Guruje Thompson talk to us about what Eko-Chocolate Show 2025 is all about. Her Majesty.
Thank you for such beautiful compliments. Our honorable partners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and the press, good morning, and thank you so much for honoring the invitation to this press brief, which was put together by the Media Committee of Eko-Chocolate Show and the Lagos International Trade Fair. Now, before I go ahead, first, we want to seize the opportunity to thank the board and management of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and the industry for making this possible. Eko-Chocolate Show, which debuted in April 2019, started as a standalone event held annually around Easter, but this year, International Cocoa Diplomacy, the main organizer of the show, reached an agreement to host the show as part of the several programs and various industry sectors showcased during the Lagos International Trade Fair, which is the largest trade fair show in West Africa. Now, this decision was demonstrated what collaboration and partnership can achieve for cross-learning purposes as well as exchange of ideas towards improved and increased global trade for a greater value-add economy that is transformational and sustainable. Secondly, I would like to seize this opportunity to thank again everyone here and for your interest in the Eko-Chocolate Show, and for all the support given throughout the years during the past editions of the Royal Cocoa Festival, Royal Cocoa International Film Festivals, and African Royal Cocoa Puppetry Theater Festival. Now let's start with the Eko-Chocolate Show 2025. Eko-Chocolate Show 2025 represents Africa's most prestigious chocolate industry event, uniquely positioned at the intersection of cultural celebration, economic development, and international commerce. As Nigeria's gateway to global chocolate markets, this groundbreaking event offers sponsors and partners an unparalleled opportunity to associate their brand with the African excellence, agricultural innovation, and cultural diplomacy while accessing premium audiences across consumers, business to business, and diplomatic segments. This year's edition promises to be very exciting with 7 days of events and activities. It comprises of a world-class chocolate exhibition as well as stakeholders forum, the Royal Cocoa International Film Festival, and will premiere the Royal Cocoa International Art Exhibition and historic Royal Cocoa Symphony Orchestra concert, creating this first integrated cocoa commerce platform that positions Lagos as the continent's chocolate and trade capital. Let's give it up for that, everyone. One main goal is to bridge the gap between Africa's cocoa production dominance, 70% of the global market, and value add chocolate manufacturing through strategic partnerships, knowledge transfer, and market development. Now let's just look at the market opportunity, the global impact. Global chocolate market is valued at 140.2 billion. That's in 2025, projected to reach 172.89 billion by 2030. Premium chocolate segment is growing at 7.2 annually, and 83% of consumers value ethically sourced cocoa. That means that it's increasing the demand for African origin specific chocolate products. Now, this is an African opportunity. West Africa produces 70% of global cocoa. Nigeria ranks as fourth producer globally. Less than 2% of the African cocoa processed into finished products or chocolate. The massive value addition potential worth billions in economic impact. The event components and schedule is the chocolate exhibition and Royal Cocoa International Film Festival, as well as the stakeholders forum, will be held over 2 days at the TBS Marquee between Saturday the 8th and Sunday, the 9th of November, 2025, between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily. Now, let's talk about the core exhibition areas. We're going to have the chocolate marketplace. There will be premium products, artisan chocolates, international brands, an innovative hub with processing equipment, technologies, solutions, packaging innovations. We're going to have ingredients and raw materials, cocoa derivatives, spices, organic certifications, franchise and business development, investment opportunities, consulting services, cultural heritage zone, traditional cocoa processing, and historic exhibitions. Now, here are some concurrent events. The Royal Cocoa International Film Festivals has 9 countries participating. The Royal Cocoa International Film Festivals, RCIFF, is a cultural, cinematic, and innovative platform proudly rooted in Etioni, Osun State, Nigeria, the cradle of West Africa's modern cocoa industry. RCIFF was launched as part of the Royal Cocoa Initiative to celebrate heritage, spark a cocoa renaissance, and connect rural narratives to the global audience. To the royal guidance of His Majesty Obadakun Thompson, Gurji IV, the Aloni of Etioni, and curated by Her Majesty Queen Angelique Monet, Gurji Thompson. RCIFF utilizes films of purpose to bridge cocoa and culture, heritage and sustainability, and art and technology. This opens the doors from Nigeria, Africa, and around the world. This year's edition, the theme is Creatives, Cocoa, and Digital Futures, from Kingdom to Cannes. It will spotlight how African and global storytellers harness technology, AI, mobile, XR, while honoring cocoa heritage, sustainable agriculture, and indigenous knowledge. We will have master classes and workshops, the industry expertise and skill development, structured networking and partnership development. Now, this year's edition will also end with a presentation of the RCIFF Awards to the different categories of short films and narratives. Now, we move on to the Royal Cocoa International Arts Exhibition. The Royal Cocoa International Arts Exhibition is a landmark cultural event bringing together artists from across the world to celebrate cocoa heritage, Nigeria's role as the cradle of West Africa, cocoa, and the power of the arts as a bridge between tradition, innovation, and diplomacy. The art exhibition, which is themed The Royal Origins and Traditions of Cocoa, from Battlefields to Beans. The Etioni Cocoa Renaissance will showcase the historical roots and culture, the seed of a new economy. It will offer 5 days of immersive cultural programming held at the gallery of the National Museum in Lagos from Monday the 10th through Friday the 14th of November daily between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. The official VIP reception will take place on Tuesday, the 11th of November, 2025, between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Then the Royal Cocoa Symphony Orchestra concert, a royal theatrical spectacle and grand finale of Eko-Chocolate show presented in partnership with Lagos International Trade Fair. We proudly announce the return of the internationally recognized, critically acclaimed theatrical masterpiece, Ventriloquist Queen, a true African queen, starring the Yeyelua Aluri of Etioni, Queen Angelique Monet, Gurje Thompson, with Milk the Cow and Friends. Now, this is a groundbreaking family-friendly production, blending live ventriloquism and royal puppetry. The Lagos Choral, led by Sir Amika Nakidi, the Aloni Orchestra and live band. We will have traditional dancers and masquerade performance art, AI enhanced immersive staging and audience interaction. Also, storytelling inspired by real life. This historic performance marks the first time an African stage production will combine ventriloquism, orchestral symphonic music, African masquerade tradition, digital theater, and modern audience participation in one real cultural experience. It will be a musical fusion across time and culture. The world premiere Legos edition will feature musical scores that bridges continents and generations, including classical and orchestral arrangements, contemporary pop and R&B, hip hop, and rhythm performances of African drum and dance, African American spirituals, and royal storytelling and compositions. The original works are written and produced by Her Majesty Queen Angelique Monet Gorgie Thompson in collaboration with the Aloni Orchestra, Bridge Heritage Whole Futuristic Performance. Milk the Cow, the world's first puppet personality, returns as the co-star, bringing humor, heart, and magic to the audience of all ages. A cultural celebration for the world. This theatrical experience will honor Nigeria's global leadership in cultural and performing arts, heritage preservation and innovation, cocoa diplomacy and agricultural pride, hospitality and tourism, creative excellence, and technology in the arts. It will also celebrate Nigeria as a nation that welcomes all people to visit, honors its deep cultural roots, leads the continent in creativity and digital evolution, and hosts some of the most vibrant festivals in the world. This performance will stand as a message to the international community. Nigeria is where tradition meets possibility and where the future of global theater is being shaped. Suitable for all ages, families, students, youth, theater lovers, music lovers, international guests, and dignitaries. And we will definitely uplift others. One of the things that we want to celebrate is that world-class theater can be made in Africa. Creativity and heritage can shape global entertainment. And Nigeria welcomes the world to experience the beauty of our cultural festivals and cocoa heritage. So the event will take place at the Colonnades, 21 Alfred Rwandi, former Kingsway, Eko-E, Lagos, on Friday the 14th, November 2025, between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. His Emperor Majesty Oba Rashidi Adewale Lady Ojo Arusa I, the Olubadan of Abadan will be joining us as the royal guest of honor, while the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mr. Olawale, as confirmed attendance as the special guest of honor with His Excellency Senator Ademole Jackson Dean Adeleke, the Executive Governor of Osun State, who is the chief host. Our partners and sponsors. For years, International Cocoa Diplomacy has partnered with several organizations, and Eko-Chocolate Show 2025 presents a once-in-a-generation opportunity to founding partners in Africa and Africa's chocolate industry transformation with opportunities of brand association for cultural excellence and international diplomacy. We appreciate all our partners and sponsors because without their support, this show would not have been possible. Now, this includes the Federal Ministries of Finance, Agricultural and Food Security, Industry, Trade and Investment, Osun State Government, Nexum Bank, Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, CRIN, Nigerian Export Promotion Council, NEPC, Raw Materials Research and Development Council, RMRDC, FTN Cocoa Processors, Bueller Group Nigeria, BOO Farms, Tioni Development Group, New Generation in Actions, AFI World Peace Initiative, and Visions of Peace Initiative. And of course, the cocoa farmers who continue to make it possible for the world to have cocoa for chocolate and with the right understanding and utilization of cocoa. We at International Cocoa Diplomacy believe the true potentials of several cocoa producing regions can be unlocked. And in particularly, Nigeria, who needs to diversify her economy and development and develop the non-oil sector aggressively to grow the economy. The conclusion, once again, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to be here with us today for the press briefing. And on behalf of the International Cocoa Diplomacy and Lagos International Trade Fairs, the organizers of Eko-Chocolate Show 2025, we are looking forward to welcoming everyone from traditional rulers, government officials, members of foreign missions, VIPs, and people around the world to events and activities of Eko-Chocolate Show 2025. We pray that God and His grace and mercies will uphold the weak and make this a great success. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Your Highness, Royal Highness. We appreciate you for the detailed press statement. I know my professional colleagues, we have one or two questions to ask, but just before we delve into that, we'd like to recognize one of our partners here. So I will give her the microphone to just say something. We have Patience Ajine, marketing and communication person from Brula, West Africa. Let's put down together for
Yes.
Patience. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the privilege to be here. So I'll just give a brief talk about Bula Group. So Bula Group is a Swiss-owned home family company, and it has been in existence for 60 years. And we are currently in over 40 countries, and we have our presence here in Nigeria and in West Africa at large. We produce machines for food processing. So like we manufacture the machines and sell to food processors. So if you have a farm, if you have a cocoa farm, we are your go-to guys. And we also believe that for every great chocolate, it starts with the process, like the process of refining it from cleaning to hulling to grind to the final production. We believe that that process is very important, and we can assure you that our machines are the best you can get in the way. And we are so proud to partner for this year's Eko-Chocolate Show. Of course, we've been partnering in the previous years, but we are very proud to be here this year. And you can also come to our exhibition stand to learn more about the business, and we can assure you that you get the best from us. Thank you very much for having us here. Thank you, His Royal Majesty, for having us here. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Patience. I'm told we have a representative from Lagos City Coral Group. Please, we like your goodwill message on this occasion.
Okay, good morning, everyone, or good day. I think it's past noon. We are excited to be here to partner with the Royal Cocoa Group for such a milestone event. I represent the Lagos City Chorale. The Lagos City Chorale is an international award-winning group that has been in existence for over 35 years now. We have toured across the globe, winning laurels for Nigeria in World Crow festivals, and we've also received a lot of international achievement and awards for our outstanding performances. We are more than glad to partner with the Royal Cocoa Festival this year to showcase Nigeria's culture with music, to bring smile to the hearts of people and to unite the audience with enchanting musical performances. So we look forward to an exciting festival, and we hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just before we have, because usually, you know, here in Yoruba land, you have once a king speaks, no other person speak thereafter. And I believe His Royal Majesty will have a word for us, even though Royal Highness had spoken, but I know by the time His Royal Majesty, gives his own voice, it becomes the final. But just before we go to that, I want to ask if my professional colleagues have area for clarifications or concerns they may want to raise from the speech. I believe that speech is very detailed. I notice Royal Highness have it segmented into various sessions. I would like to make a comment while my colleagues are thinking of their questions to our Royal Majesty that I want to have the soft copy of that your speech that I can share with the press appropriately. They can quote you, so there won't be a misrepresentation of your very detailed fact. On that note, my professional colleague, do we have something we want her to clear about, or something you want to know more about the event proper? I believe that's clear enough, so that we can have His Royal Majesty makes his comment, then we can call it a day. Do you want to use this?
What are you doing?
You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing me. This is a royal home. You can't do this right now, Mill. In the middle of a press conference. That I am the royal guest.
Really?
I'm sorry. Your Majesty, say something.
But I thought you were talking. Milk, what's the problem? Why, you want to sing?
Up to. What?
Civilized. Instead of 20, sugar 20 cupcakes, licorice and gummy sweet snacks covered. Things are going. Yes, in the sun. They say I eat like a cow and can. Every day, all day, twist one of the thing. Burger King, licky, best chicken till come on, raise your hands in the air. Just don't care. Let me hear you say, go, Milky, go, Milky, go. Let me hear you say, raise your hands in the air. Just don't care. Let me hear you say, go, Milky, go, Milky, go. Let me hear you say, milk the cow, milk the cow, milk the cow. Say, the cow, the cow, milk the cow, milk the cow. Yeah, just eat a lot. Hey, just eat a lot. What are you talking about now? Your Royal Majesty, I'm ready for the cocoa show, and you, lady, are you ready for me? Yeah.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I guess that some sort of summarizes what the chairman of the trade committee and the deputy president or vice president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry has just said. In terms of what we're talking about is the world is led by innovation. We're at a period whereby a lot of skills, our arts, even our tradition are they're not ordinary for basically leisure or entertainment, but they've become tools of development. They've become tools that we can use to generate wealth. They've become tools that we can use to transform our communities. And Nigeria and Africa is at crossroads now on how to begin to add value to all our raw materials. When I say raw materials, I'm not talking about just about our agricultural products or solid minerals. I'm also talking about our soft intellect capacity, our different kinds of cerebral capacity that is harnessed and mined with value added across the seas, multiplied in hundreds, thousands, millions of folds to generate wealth across the seas. But we have the capacity, we have the know-how, we have the understanding. And through collaborations, through partnerships, we believe we can move the country forward. And this is what Eko-Chocolate Show represents. It is to capture the very essence of who we are as a people, to begin to redefine our resources, to begin to redefine our environment, our peoples, for just the simple purpose of wealth creation, that we can afford to begin to share value that would lead to advancement, not just in technology, but even in our standard of living, that can lead to transformation that is sustainable so that the younger generation can have a place for our own dreams, and with a continent that is full of hope, realizable hope that will lead to Nigeria actually positioning itself as the icon of the continent. And that is what we all want. That is what Eko-Chocolate Show wants. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Highness. On that note, we'd like to especially thank the gentlemen of the press for a good show today. Our belief is that our partnership that has existed over time will also be extended in terms of publicity more for this press conference today. Once again, I'd like to thank you. We'll ask the front row to please stand. Let's please stand up for a group photograph. Please, can I? Yes. Let's move very close so that we can have, let's move very close. Very, very close. My sister from Brula, please move very close to Royal Highness. Come over. Come again. Okay. Are we good? Thank you so much. On that note, I'd like to appreciate all of us for showing up today. Thank you so much.